That's my little disclaimer. So number one, ask early and often for services during the break. You know this joke about vote early and often? I think that this really applies to your services. So if you're getting ABA, you're getting speech, you're getting OT, if you're getting adaptive physical education, you know, it doesn't cost you anything to ask for more except a little bit of time. But it's, you know, I was taught sales many years ago, and I was taught go for the no. Keep asking until you get a no. And I think that this is super important. So ask early and often for services. If it's already spring break for you right now, or you had spring break last week, it's not too early to ask for and tell your ABA provider what your summer schedule is and to ask for more. I'll go into more detail about this in a minute. Good morning, Parker. It's not a rerun. I am live right now, and does it cover ESY? Well, in the sense that this, it will. It will. Stick with me. It's coming up. Okay, number two, you have to schedule one fun thing a day, because sometimes we forget that you got to do one fun thing a day. And other times we overschedule and we go, all right, we're going to do these 18 things. You know the phrase sufficient onto the day? Schedule one fun thing. And that one fun thing might last 5 minutes, right? It might be that you get crayons to decorate the entire bathtub, their bathtub crayons, right? That might be the one fun thing. But I challenge you to schedule one fun thing a day during a break. It's what you'll remember when the break is over. And that's part of what a break is building those memories. Okay, we're going to keep the sleep schedule the same. Yes, you're going to hate me, but your life will be better if you keep the sleep schedule the same. I know we all want to sleep in. It doesn't work out. I've seen this movie. The end is bad. We'll talk more about this in a minute. Number four, I can't read it. I'm too blind. Allow for downtime, but just don't let it take over. So, thank you, Draven, taking pity on me. Yes, so allow for downtime, just don't let it take over, because sometimes when we get into the mode of downtime, that's it. And we don't ever want to come back out of it. So we'll talk about how to do this and what maybe not to do. Number five, spend at least a little bit of time outdoors every day. That might, and by the way, that can coincide with the one fun thing that maybe you don't have time to get to the playground on a regular basis, but you can during a break. And I will tell you that this will help keep the sleep schedule the same, because I don't know what it is, but fresh air helps wear our children out. And we talked about this on Monday. We want them to be good tired, right? Where they've worn themselves out, like Disney tired. They went to Disneyland and they're tired, that kind of good tired. Okay, we're gonna eat fun food. And we'll talk at length about this. This does not mean that we're gonna eat bad food. We're gonna eat fun food, or we're gonna eat it in a fun way. I'll talk more about this in a second. Here we go, Parker. We're gonna utilize all supports and therapies available to the max. We're going to take everything that we can, and we'll go into why that does involve ESY. Okay, we're going to go somewhere that we've never been before. And you may only have to do this once, not every day, but you're going to go someplace different. And why? Because we're working on flexibility always, right? And we're working on building a life that understands things are different in different places, and we want some adventure, right? This could be the fun thing on that day, but we're going to go somewhere new. We're going to offer choices, because how many times in a day does your child have a choice? Right? How many times in a day do you have a choice? Sometimes we don't have a choice. Like this morning, you might have had to pour everybody into the car, and it's raining, and you know, your child is like, but I want 5 more minutes, and you're like, I cannot give you that choice, right? But a break is an opportunity to maximize choices and making choices. So we're going to do that. Number 10. Oops, did I pick the wrong button? Oh. Sometimes it's slow. Number 10, we're going to reward everyone, including yourself. We're going to make sure that there's something that's, don't leave yourself out, something that's really rewarding, that's fabulous. And we'll talk more about that in a second. And number 11, our bonus tip, we're going to do a nighttime speed clean with everyone. Okay, this is one of my favorite tips for life. That especially if you have multiple kids, but even if you only have one kiddo, if it's you and your kiddo, that we have a time before bed And if you're working on the bedtime ritual, and we talked about this on Monday, you would do this a little bit earlier, maybe after the bath, before we start the bedtime, big routine where we're slowing things down. You can put music on or not, but we set a timer. And if you have little kids, maybe you set it for a minute. If you have older kids, you can set it for 5 minutes. If you have like teenagers and adult children, you can set it for 20 minutes. Maybe you could go a half hour, right? But you put on music that's fun and you go, oh, and you can assign tasks or not, or assign a room, and you go, okay, we're speed cleaning. And it's how fast can we clean this up? And if you think about it, like the Legos were always a thing for us. There were Legos all over my house. And I hate stepping on a Lego. There's nothing more painful in life, right? So we would do this and we'd go, okay, it's time for speed clean. And we would sing the Barney song, clean up, everybody clean up. But I would sing it really fast. It's like, how fast can we get all the Legos in the bin, right? And maybe it takes 30 seconds and we'd be laughing and hysterical because we're rushing to do it. So you don't even notice or mind that you're doing it. But it ended up saving me all kinds of time and teaching him that he was responsible for cleaning up his stuff. And we still do this sometimes in our house, that we'll do, at the end of the night, I'll go, okay, we need to do a speed clean. We're gonna put on music for 20 minutes and we're just all gonna clean for 20 minutes. And it's amazing how picked up the place gets. And you need that for so many reasons, because if you do it right, it's fun. If you put good music on, and if you're being silly while you're doing it, and we do it where where the couch pillows get all arranged, and we're throwing the pillows, and somebody else puts them, and you're running and dashing, and it adds an element of fun to it. But it also means that you didn't end up spending all that time cleaning by yourself, and it teaches responsibility to the other people in the family, and it reminds everybody, yeah, we got to keep the wheels on the bus.